Okay. Hi. It's me. um, it's me, Steven Yangsty 333. This is this week's weekly design competition voting. Uh, so the main prompt is a class card interacting with dream cards. These are the five cards that Ysera used to give. Dream, Nightmare, Laughing Sister, Ysera Awakens, and uh, the Dragon. And the secondary prompt was a non-legendary. So obviously, because of the new expansion, the dream cards are interesting. The dream cards have come up in some instances. There's Shadrasil. There's also that hopeful Dryad. So yeah, let's see. Okay, first, Caretaker of the Vial, Battlecry, discover a Warlock minion or pick a Dream minion and give it a Dark Gift. I'm assuming the way this works is um, there's a. I'm assuming the way this works is that there's a discover one of three, and then you uh, have a fourth option, which is either the Laughing Sister or the Drake, and then it has a Dark Gift on it. Obviously, this slots into like the Dark Gift Warlock type of thing. The wording is actually technically not correct, though. The way it's supposed to be written and um, all the different card Dark Gift cards have this is discover a minion with a dark gift. So technically, it's supposed to say with a dark gift rather than give it a dark gift. Uh, just something minor. In any case, yes, I think this is okay. Uh, the Dream Minions. Well, the Laughing Sister is fine, but the Drake kind of sucks. And normally, the ones that were the cheap cards that gave Dream cards, the Drake basically came down on curve, which made up for the fact that it kind of sucked. So I don't know how often you would pick the Dream minion. The extra Dark Gifts would be nice for Dark Gift Warlock. Because of the wording and because I don't know if this would actually be very good, I'm gonna hold off on voting for this. But I do think there is something here. That's what I'm gonna say. Right. Floral Drake, 3 mana 2/4 Druid Dragon. Battlecry, discover a card that costs 4 less, add a dream card of the same cost to your hand. This does not work because there are no 3-cost dream cards. Back when Ysera first got replaced in the core set, the dream cards formed a curve of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Nightmare, the Dream, the Laughing Sister, the Ysera Awakens, and the Drake. Unfortunately, that is no longer the case. The Dream got moved back to 0 mana, and the Ysera Awakens got moved back to 2. So there are no 1 or 3s, which means this technically does not work. So unfortunately, that drags this down. I do think otherwise that this is okay. Uh, if you get a 4, I think the idea is you know what the dream cards are. So you discover a card, and then you get the dream card associated with it. If it was still locked to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I think this would be cool. Uh, as is, though, it doesn't work. Sorry. Green Dreams. I think this is a hunter card. 2 mana hunter card. Your hero power becomes get a dream card for 5 uses, and you play a second copy to corrupt. And the idea, okay, so the idea here is you get a dream card, you get or you get a corrupted dream card if you play the second one. Um, I'm just trying to think because the corrupted dream cards are really good. Corrupted Nightmare is literally a 0 mana give a minion +5/+5. Corrupted Awakening is deal 5 to all enemies, which is nasty for 2 mana. The Corrupted Dream is 0 mana shuffle a guy back, and the other two you barely play, but the funny 4 mana 14/12 is something. Is 4 mana for a okay, so Hopeful Dryad baseline for like a normal dream card. Hopeful Dryad, 3 mana 3/3, get a dream card. So, and then there's also Malarex, the 3 mana 3/3 dormant guy. So like 3 mana for a dream card is about the rate. This is 4 mana for a dream card with no board presence, but every subsequent one would be to be 2 mana. So I do think that this at base is fair. I have no idea about the corrupted ones, but I have a feeling that the corrupted ones are not meant to. The corrupted ones are not meant to be that strong. Are not meant to be gotten this easily. It's very easy, despite what it seems like. You can like I don't know tide pool pupil out the green dreams, and then suddenly you have easy access to it by like turn 5. Um, and I think that's a little much. Uh, if also, if this, hmm, I really can't say anything about this. It also does mess with imbue. The whole idea of like the imbue stuff with if you imbue your hero power, you lose this obviously. Um, and also this prevents you from using imbued hero powers. So I don't think it actually fits very well into the set as as it is. As a standalone card in like a different set, if this set didn't care about imbue, then this would be good. uh, I think that's my judgment on it. It's a cool concept. It does not fit into this set. Or at least does not fit into the hunter set. If it fit into like, I don't think there's like an actually good like class for it. But yeah, right. Emerald Dreamcatcher, 3 mana druid nature spell. After you cast 3 spells, get a random dream card. Last 3 turns. Um, I believe they changed stuff so that auras can actually stack. So if you're lucky, this is get an infinite amount of nightmares. um, I think this is fine, probably. Again, the general rate is 3 mana for a 3/3 body and dream card is fair. This can potentially get. This is 3 mana, so it comes online about the same time. It trades the body for repeatability. So it does require you to have extra spells to go with it, but considering the druid set and how it like works with a bunch of the different spells, this is fine, probably. I don't. Yeah, this is fine. Dreamweaver, 4 mana, 4/3 priest dragon. Battlecry, for holding a dream card, deal 4 damage to all enemies, otherwise get a random one. Um, this used to be a neutral, then it used to be a druid card, then it's now a priest card. Um, this curves very nicely from like those 3 mana get a dream card guys. Uh, I don't see any deliberate problems with it. Like, it's a little bit. Approximately the. It's approximately the rate of the 3 mana 3/3s get dream cards. It's just a little bit higher, but has an upside if you did curve from them. So honestly, this card is surprisingly good. 4 damage to all enemies. If we think about like Duskbreaker used to be really good, but that was like a while back. Where it was if you're holding a dragon, you deal 3 to all minions. If you're holding a dream card, which is way more specific, so it's a higher payoff, it's allowed to have a higher payoff. So this is fine, I believe. Yeah, I think this is fine. I appreciate it. Vacation Dreamer Ysera. 4 mana 4/4 Druid Legendary. Dream Tourist. And the start of game, dream cards can't be drawn until you gain 5 mana crystals. Um, this. Okay. What does it mean by gain 5 mana crystals? Does it mean like you get to 5 mana? Does it mean you play 5 ramp spells? Does it mean what does it mean? What does gain 5 mana crystals mean? Uh, does it mean after turn 3 spent because you refreshed your mana a bunch of times? Yeah, I guess it fits into the imbued set because the idea is that gives you 2 strong nature spells, the Dream and the Ysera Awakens. I do not think this is clear enough on how this works, unfortunately. So, unfortunate. Druid of the Slumber, a 1 mana 3/3 beast with taunt, and at the start of your turn, give your opponent a random dream card. There is going to be another card later on that uh, talks about it. So this is absolutely terrible, right? All things considered. Remember, it's the rate of dream cards that's fair is about like 3 mana 3/3 3 mana 3/3 body get a dream card. It is approximately the fair rate. So a 1 mana 3/3 is worth with taunt is worth about 2.5 mana, 3 mana, and then you're saving like a mana and a half to give your opponent one of these super powerful cards. You subtract like the 3/3 body. Actually, no, wait, yeah, that is technically on rate. Uh, okay, so that is technically on rate because without the body, you could argue you could get it for like two. Um, if they get a dream, it kind of sucks because they just bounce this back and you're off tempo. If they get a laughing sister, they get to play it on curve and trade into this very favorably. If they get an awakens, they just blow up, blow this up, as well as whatever you develop on turn two. So this matches up very poorly into a lot of the dream cards, which is very funny. I don't know, it just irks me the wrong way, I feel. This is very much like a bias feeling. I don't like this card. I can't explain it. The fact that it dies to like most of the dream cards also like yeah. Right, here's the other give your opponent dream cards thing. 2 mana 2/2 Night Phase Soul Shaper. Battlecry, destroy a minion, give its owner a dream card, repeatable this turn. Destroy a minion, valued at about 4 mana probably, and then you shave 2 mana off of it to give your opponent a really strong card, which they would normally have to spend like 1 or 2 mana for. The fact that it's repeatable is scary. Honestly, there's the whole thing about the repeatable tax where if something's repeatable and you bump it, if something is repeatable and 1 mana more than if it wasn't repeatable, then it would still see play. There's stuff like Rapid Fire that saw play, Ray of Frost saw play. A lot of the drinks are like that too. So uh, this is a little strong, my senses. If this was like 3 mana, it would be harder to play, but if this was 3 mana, it would be harder to play, but it would be fairer, I feel. Like, okay, if we shift this to like thinking about it as like a 1 mana 2/2 that with let's just erase the repeatable text real quick. 1 mana 2/2, destroy a minion, give its owner a dream card. That is like really good. That is crazy. So the fact that it's repeatable like this is pretty nap. The fact so this card, mana more but repeatable, would also probably be pretty nasty. It also has the potential to fill up your opponent's hand and mill them, which is something, I guess. Yeah, I think this is cool idea. I would bump it up a mana. It's a little strong. Right. This is my card. Resting Webweaver. A 2 mana 2/2 beast with stealth and death rattle. Get a dream spell. Let me pull up the dream. Uh, yeah, dream, which is 0 mana. Return a minion to its owner's hand. So I usually post weird thoughts about the prompt. I usually post early and post cards that sort of follow the prompt in creative ways. At least that's how I feel about it. So this technically does interact with dream spells. It interacts with one dream spell in particular, which is the dream spell, which is a bounce, which is very much in rogue flavor identity and fits in with the rogue set here because Harbinger of the Blighted, because Refernal. So the idea is this is extra copies of Shadow Step or it's a slow sap. So that's what I thought about this card. I personally think it's cool. I do not know if people will vote for it because it does not explain what a dream spell is. I probably should have actually added the card when I submitted this. But I personally think it's cool. But that's, creator bias and all that. The Emerald Dream, 3 mana druid location. Add a random dream card to your hand, death or corrupt them. Um, Minor things, dream and corrupt probably should be capitalized. This one because it comes after death rattle. This one because dream cards need to be referred to as such. This is technically on rate, I think. Again, I have no sense of how much the corrupted dream cards are worth. But 3 mana for 3 dream cards slowly is probably fine. Um, yeah, this could use a little bit of polish, but eh. Snorlax. Taunt dormant for 3 turns. Whenever you play a dream card, while this is dormant, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Um, okay, hang on. The dormant tax. The idea behind the dormant tax is each turn it's dormant and lets you reduce its cost by 1, basically. So, like the Imprisoned Vile Fiend, 2 mana, 3/5, dormant for 2 turns with Rush. 3/5 Rush is approximately 4 mana. So it makes sense to be at 2. This one would be up to 8. So 8 mana, 2/8 taunt is way below rate. Whenever you play a dream card while this is dormant, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Kind of out of flavor for Druid. Well, not exactly. They do have light AoE. But then again, I think every class has light AoE. Again, Dream here should be capitalized because Dream cards are like every other card that refers to Dream cards capitalizes them. And the Dormant should also be capitalized. Yeah, I'm not vibing with this. It feels too weak, too specific. So, unfortunate. Dream Taker, 4 mana 3/3 Demon Hunter weapon. After your hero attacks, get a dream card, corrupt it if you kill the minion. Uh, the base dream cards are about on rate. The corrupted ones, sure. My sense is that, uh, honestly, I think this is fine. Maybe. Because, The corrupted cards are really good. Below rate. This would be like a little below rate on getting the card base. 3 dream cards over 3 turns for 4 mana. Deal 9. No body on board, but you're trading that out for a weapon. And a 3/3 weapon is probably worth little more than like a 3/3 body on board. So this might be a little strong, and then the corrupting it might be a little stronger than that. So this might be a little tough, a little more powerful than would be appropriate. But I don't mind it. I think it's an interesting way of putting in the corrupted dream cards. It's out of the other things I saw. This is also more polished than the other one, so it probably gets my vote over the others. Oversleep. Make a minion go dormant for 1 turn. After you play a dream card, make it last 1 turn more. Uh, you would only play this if you had dream cards with you, which then turns it into a red card. And then if you play 2 dream cards, sure. It interacts very poorly with 2 of the dream cards. Interacts very poorly with 2 of the dream cards. Doesn't work very well with the third. Very well with a third, and then the dragon is too expensive, and then the laughing sister is not great. So I don't know. This is in a weird spot. I don't like it very much. Seems like too situational of removal. Needs you to already have had the time to get the dream cards you need. Yeah. Not feeling it. Alright. Next up, Seder Dreambreaker. Should probably be Dreambreaker. At the end of your turn, get a random dream card. At the start of your turn, corrupt it. 3 mana 4/3 demon. This is like really strong, isn't it? Like, this is the Hopeful Dryad, except with an extra attack, and if you can't kill it, you get a busted ass card. So this is like absurdly strong. This should probably be up a couple mana. Yeah. It's too strong for my liking. That's just my sense. Oh, that's it. I guess I can say a little more about this. I think the idea. I don't know about the idea. This feels really similar to some of the other things, Dream Taker and stuff. Yeah. Having this live over multiple turns is kind of nasty. Alright. I guess I'll fill in everything then. Quick thoughts. This one's fine. If a little, like, off curve. I think. This one's fine if a little off curve, and it should be, like, with a dark gift rather than give it a dark gift. Actually, there is Rite of Atrocity, right? That one Death Knight one that specifically says, like, give it a dark gift. But technically this one, I think that's the only Dark Gift card that has this, and I think like with a Dark Gift is clearer. This one doesn't work because there's no one or threes anymore. This one doesn't work very well with the imbue stuff in the Emerald Dream. If this was any other expansion that focused on Dream, if imbue didn't exist, or if this was in a class that didn't get the imbue, then it would be better. But Hunter is sorry. Emerald Dreamcatcher. This is fine. It's cute. Dreamweaver. I guess this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. This one is a bit too ambiguous for my liking. This one's technically fair, but I hate it from my heart for some reason. I don't understand. This one is just strong, too a bit too strong. Feels like. This is my card. I think it's a cute way of circumventing the prompt. This one, capitalize stuff, could use a bit of polish. This one, I don't feel like it works very well. It's a bit weak. Could use a bit of polish as well with the Dream and the Dormant. This one, I think, feels the best out of all of the Corrupted Dream card. Uh, Out of all the Corrupted Dream card things I saw, this one doesn't have a super great home. No, not that it doesn't have a home. It's too specific because Dormant for one turn barely does anything, and some of the Dream cards have anti synergy, so that doesn't help. And then this one is very above rate and also like I don't know how the play pattern is. Okay, that's it.